Alright. Welcome to Nothing But Tekken. Obviously season 3 just came out. Finally been able to get a chance to sit down and actually play with this. Well, no, that's a lie. I'm gonna go over some of the season 3 changes for Jack, and then I'll give you my overall opinion of whether he got buffed or nerfed. So let's start with his rage drive. It says it increases the lower range of the attack, which I'm guessing means it might low crush more moves now. Kind of difficult to say. The lower range of the attack. You know, it's whatever with that. Next is they lowered the range of this attack. This move, his one jab isn't really that great. But it has its uses. Every move has its uses. Normally more people will use 2, but given that that's a natural combo, that can be pretty good buff if you look at it. Now, interesting enough, 2-1-2. This move has always been unsafe, but now it doesn't push the opponent back as far anymore. So that probably makes it easier for people to punish it now, which is that's a nerf, but not for most people who punish it anyway. No big deal. So this is one of the moves I've been wanting to talk about. It's his 1+2. Ooh, we'll get to that. So they decreased the damage on the first hit. On the second hit, they also decreased the damage from 27 to 20. But what they did was change it from a high attack to a mid. Okay, so this was kind of unless you knew what you were doing against Jack, I got away with this move a lot. I ain't gonna be able to get away with this no more. Reason being is, even though it's a mid, it is unsafe on block now. It used to be -9. So at worst, you lost your. Oh, not at worst. At worst, people block it and you lost your turn. That's not at worst. But that's at best for me. If people would block it, I would at least be safe. But now they can block it and now punish me at -13, which is, no longer a get out of jail free card for a certain character, but they no longer can duck it. So you might still catch people in the beginning for a while, people not realizing that it's a mid now. This no longer also tail spins anymore. I mean, it does, but not the last hit. That used to tail spin on the last. I used to tail spin no matter what. Not anymore. Now it says it changes behavior when they get countered. I'm guessing that's based on the last hit. Nope. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Does change the opponent's behavior when the move lands as a regular hit or a counter hit. Oh, based on what I said, does a tail spin on a counter hit? Let's find out. The first hit always tail spin. That was one thing. But I think before, no matter what, it tail spin. It doesn't seem like that's the case anymore. That's kind of the move is now. The damage nerfs, them changing it from mid to a high. They revamped that move altogether. It sucks that they nerfed the damage, but that being a mid, yeah, you can't duck it anymore. So, like I said, you're gonna catch a lot of players off guard with it at first. But those who do the research will know. We'll just block. I'm gonna see how far I'm gonna get away with that. I guarantee you I'm gonna get away with this a lot. It does make it a better tracking move, but not the option that I used to use it for when people stepped. I would, oh, you want to step? Okay, I'm gonna do this. You're not gonna be able to do that anymore. You still can, but it's a risk. It's a risk. So, okay, new moves. Forward 1 2 1. Okay, for the record, this part is not a new move, but it does something different now. Okay, that's what you're used to seeing. Used to seeing that, but now he's got this move, which I don't know if that's safe. Well, that's not hitting me. So let's find out if the first 2 hits are safe. I can't remember if they were. I don't remember them being safe, but let's. Yeah, so that's safe. Okay, so. So that's probably mostly going to be used for combos. Probably have, to get into the wall. We'll dig more into that as I get a chance to test it in like combo scenarios. Speaking of this move, change the damage from 13, 20. They buffed this move got buffed. Went from 15. They went from 13, 20. So the first 2 hits got buffed. Whether it's a natural combo, not sure yet. Alright, now let's talk about his other move. I got a chance to test it. This move is kinda I don't know how I feel. Oh no. Anyway. Okay. 4 3 2. I think it actually can test it. Now if this is a natural okay. I like that. That's gonna be good for wall carry, man. I think in this season they gave everybody such good wall carry moves. It's gonna be freaking ridiculous. The damage is gonna be ridiculous with this character. But anyway, now is that move safe? If it's a high, most likely it is. And of course, it's got the standard weakness, double. Well, don't spam it. Mix it up with that. Yeah, so don't spam that move. 4 3 2. Let's look at 4 3 4 3. What was that? Oh yeah. They nerfed the damage from 17 to 14. Changed his track startup. It starts up 3 frames faster. Buff. Yay. Reduced the strength of the pushback. It made it easier to land. The second hit changed the frame advantage. Oh, they made it unsafe again. Son of a bitch. They changed it from 9 to 11. So, gonna get jab punished quite a bit. Oh well. Changed when the move was guarded. I'll report myself doing it. I don't know what that means. Do that when I block it. It's probably gonna hit me crouching. Nope. I don't know. Change the opponent's behavior regarding the move. Yeah, so I'm not gonna be able to use that much anymore. Depending on scenario, it might be worth the risk. -11. Oh yeah, it leaves me crouching. So at best, they'll get that. That's 12. So at worst, you get punished with a -11 move. I mean, 11 frame move, which is for most characters a wall rising 4. All right, forward 1 + 2. What? Wait a minute. What? Excuse me. I've been wanting that to wall bounce for the longest time. And able to move the cause a wall bounce if it hits. Shorten the recovery time after the move hits by 5 frames. Buff. He's got some buffs to make up for some of this bullshit they did. Alright, let's look at forward 3 + 4. All the way count. 3 + 4. Change the move. Oh, that's saved now? Change the frame advantage from -12 to -9. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Increase the recovery time when the move is hit by 7 frames. Yeah, I should have put this on a wall stage because I'm curious. Change the opponent's behavior when the blocks are hit. Ooh, okay. That is ridiculous. So on counter hit, buff. Okay, so that move got buffed big time. The character is no longer counted as crouching during this move. What, I'm standing or? Buff. Buff, buff, buff. Big buff. Okay, let's look at down forward 1-1. Shorten the recovery time after hit by 4 frames. Buff. Shorten down 1 + 2. Change the attack strata from 30 to, so that's faster. Buff. Wait. Down back 2. Hold. Wait. Change the opponent's behavior when it hits. Now, what does that mean? What can I do after this? You have to remember, you have to look at it. They land head first. What? That's ridiculous. Buff. We'll get into more on what that means. Now, I'm gonna make Jack get up kick after that and see what he does. I remember how to make him do that. See, this is why I don't. myself get hit by it. Oops. See if I try to get up to after this. Oh my goodness. Okay, if you don't get up right after this, you better be careful how you get off the ground. You better be careful how you get off the ground. We're just speculating right now. Anyway, we'll get back to that at another video. Let's see, what am I doing? Back one. Did I do this already? Oh no, I didn't. Alright, I was kind of sad when I seen this. They made it unsafe again. It was -8. Well, I kind of thought it was -9. But it's -8. It changed it to -11. Kinda sucks. It's all good. There was another one I gotta discuss in a minute. Change the frame advantage on hit from 5 to -8 to +8. I'm sorry. Then from +5 to +8. Buff. As far as that goes. But it really just depends on the situation. Nobody really uses this move anyway, but you never know. People might use it better. Change the behavior from when it lands, just like I just showed right now. It doesn't knock back anymore. It just gives you damage. I guess it's whatever. That kind of sucked. But even when on counter hit, you used to knock them back. You never got anything anyway, other than just a knockback. Just an OP situation. Increase the damage. Wait, decrease the distance between the character and the opponent when the move is blocked. So, depending on how far it increases back, the -11 might not matter. They can't reach you, it doesn't matter. That's what I need to do. It doesn't push back that much. Jack can punish it easy. Most characters will punish it no problem. Increase the distance between the character and opponent when it hits. Doesn't really matter. And that move, I guess, depending on what I'm about to talk about next, it doesn't matter. Okay, his new move. Back 1-2. Pretty decent damage. You can tell that's not guaranteed. I did test it earlier. It is unsafe. Does leave the opponent crouching at least, but it's -12 at least. So if you have a 12 frame punish from crouching, you'll be punishing it pretty easy. Not launch punisher at least, so at least take the good with the bad. So that move is not. It's okay. -12. Might be able to get something off of that afterwards. I haven't really tested it yet, but something to think about. Back 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 2. Now, here's one of the moves. I've read this and I could not believe that they did this. Okay, before this used to always do that, but it wasn't an unblockable move. But they changed that to an unblockable move, and I was like, what? So you can be in the corner against somebody and just be like, okay, go on, sit there and block? Cool. Yes, bitch. The damage isn't that great, but they nerfed the damage on this move. But they changed it from a regular mid attack to an unblockable, which makes this corner game scary in my opinion. That's pretty good buff. It doesn't track as much as it did before, but that's okay. You can just throw that shit out like that anyway. So buff. Oh well. You take the minus. I mean, 15 to 30, but then I got an unblockable move out of it. I'm gonna say buff in my opinion. The damage, yeah, but to have that, to give you that unblockable move to replace the damage, I'll take that. His combos using this move gonna be a little less damaging, but that's okay. Some damage stuff I gotta look at anyway. Let's look at his next move. Up 1+2. Damage was increased from 20 to 23. Changed the frame advantage from 15 to -11, so it's safer. But nobody really just walked up and said, "Hey, I'm just gonna do this move." Nobody walked up and did that anyway. Shorten the enemy's recovery time. Shorten the recovery time at when the move hits by 4 frames. This is why I've been able to do it 3 times as well like that. So buff, but it's a buff that nobody really complained about. But it's a buff nonetheless. 442 hold. Increase the lower range of the attack, so maybe this will actually low crush something. Well, maybe that'll low crush something. Because it doesn't look like it, but he should be able to low crush. I've been hit out of that plenty of times by jabs, and that doesn't make any sense. So if I have Jack's jab here, I should. No, that's not a good way to test. It should I would hope high crush some stuff. Alright, what was that? 4442. Okay, this move got kind of nerfed. That move was too good anyway. They changed it from 12 to 10 frames plus on block, and increased the distance between the character and opponent when it hits. That's actually a buff. Yeah, that's a buff. Before, you used to push your character back a little too far, so that throw wouldn't work. So, expect to see a lot more tournament players use that. Because at least the frame advantage is too good to not use it. So, buff. Not the frame advantage buff. Take away 2 frames, who cares? But you brought me closer to my opponent. Buff. Good job. Down 4-1. Crouching. Comes out faster. Nobody used that move, but it's there. Okay. And the last move is sidestep 2. Change the damage, they nerfed the damage from 20 to 25, shorten the recovery time for both characters and for both the character and the opponent by 4 frames upon guard to speed up interaction. Hold on a second. What's up, Danny Lee? How's it going, dude? Just testing some Jack stuff. Okay, so side step 2. I'm recording the video and I'll check it out real quick. Shorten the recovery time after it hits by 4 frames, so it's possible. That might actually be possible now. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to tell right now. Let's see what it means by. Ooh, boy! Look at the stun on that shit. Nice buff. So that's Jack in a nutshell. In my opinion, I would say Jack is more, well, you know, with a few tweaks to his moves, some things are made back negative. He feels more like season 1 minus, you know, down for 2 range. I wish we're never getting that back. We're never getting it. This is season 1. That would have hit in season 1. But he's really the same. He got some interesting moves, but I think he's still very strong in the mid range. If you want to go on tier lists, if you give a shit about that, he's pretty much the same. With everybody getting, you know, new moves, and everybody getting some of their new moves carried to the wall, I don't think damage is going to be a problem. That's definitely that'll help him with his wall, you know, his groundbreaking Forgotten Realm stage. It sucks that it's unsafe, but it leaves your opponent crouching, so at worst you'll get a wall rising 4. That one, you know, you can duck it, which is his new move we talked about. You can duck it, yes, you could potentially get launched. But that's with that in turn makes this move a little stronger. Because you can mix that up now. So overall, I think he's the same. Are you still going to see him in tournaments? Yep. You still going to make top 8? Yep. Is he going to win tournaments? Yep. The next character I want to look at is Law. Law, Negan. Negan is the character who needed some buffs. But did he get the buffs in the right places? I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. I definitely will be checking it out. So thanks you guys for tuning in. Till next time, nothing but tekken. Subscribe. Watch out for my next video. It's gonna be on one of them 2 characters.